candy, but you feel guilty every time you have it. Or you're watching your sugar intake like a lot of us are. These are a must-have. We're getting all 5 flavors of the Shameless Snacks. We can satisfy our sweet tooth without having any guilt. Totally. These are practically sugar-free, but they're 3 grams of sugar.
Not a lot.
Sergio
Not a lot.
Bucciarelli,
Right,
I am going crazy over this. 3 grams of sugar, coming close. 3 grams of sugar, 70 calories, just 3 net carbs in the whole entire bag of these delicious gummies.
That's the key. Delicious, right? Because if you're into candy, they have to be delicious, right? Doesn't that, it satisfies.
I didn't try it yet.
It's the tastiest candy out there, right? And Shameless is the mission project of a young man named Giancarlo Maniaci, who lost over 100 pounds when he was a kid. And he said, you know what? I go home, the snack monster takes over, I open stuff up, I have to create something where I can open the bag, eat the entire bag, and be shameless for doing so. And that's where Shameless Candies was born. The most delicious, vibrant, flavorful candies. And in this pack where you're going to, I like to say, win on taste, win on numbers, win on texture, because these are going to be the most delicious candies you've ever eaten with the most delicious flavor profiles. And if you can, I'll take you through those flavor profiles. Just look at that right there. That is a gummy candy that is like gonna knock your socks off right there.
Definitely.
Let me take you through the flavor profiles right here, because it's truly all about the flavors. What's up watermelon? If watermelon is your thing, that like tropical fruity flavor, the What's Up watermelon, everybody goes crazy for. My personal favorite, the green apple blast, truly like a bushel of Granny Smith apples. The OMG peach. You want to talk about a summertime peach flavor? This one is actually everybody's favorite. I can't wait until you taste that one because I want to see what your opinion is. And then, the blue raspberry sour scouts and the red raspberry sour scouts. So kind of like a raspberry thing where it kind of sweetness meets just a little bit of sourness, but all of these candies are just going to keep you coming back for more. And you can. Shameless, no guilt in these. 3 grams of carbohydrates, right?
Unbelievable. Now also plant-based, vegan, gluten-free, keto-friendly. So you could have your cake and eat it
I
too.
love that.
You could have your candy and eat it too. Because a lot of us are watching our sugar intake, whether it is diet purposes, whether it is health purposes.
For sure.
And usually it's like the first thing that has to go is candy, right? And soda, because you should never be just eating so much sugar. In this case, there's only 3 grams of sugar and 70 calories in the whole bag. Not in like, oh, if you eat 5 pieces, because that's the problem sometimes when you read the back of the bag and it's like the serving size. Oh,
it was like 3 candies.
Only 3 I get to have.
This is the entire
bag.
bag.
The whole bag. And we're getting, how many bags? We're getting 10
I know.
bags.
That's a lot of bags of candy. And I will say, I love how you said, plant-based fiber, because these are loaded with plant-based fiber. So all that means is that you're going to feel satiated when you eat an entire bag. When you eat a lot of fiber, you feel full.
Right.
So, eat 2 or 3 bags, but I don't think you will. I think you're going to feel really satisfied with 1 bag. And you're left with no guilt because, again, you just had 3 grams of sugar, but you're happy because you had watermelon, peach, red raspberry, blue raspberry, that green apple, all those flavor profiles. Can I say one thing, too? There's a like candy that's out there, like a soury kind of gummy like this, that if you eat it, it's 50 grams in volume per bag. 50 grams in volume per bag with this bag as well. That candy has roughly 30 to 40 grams of sugar per bag. 3 grams.
3 grams of sugar.
3 grams of sugar in this bag.
Okay,
right?
This is beyond belief.
I know. It's
one
truly.
of my favorite, and I hate going to the convenience store. Because I love peach rings. Like it's one of my favorite candies.
As a kid, totally.
And as a kid, as an adult, I love peach rings.
I love it.
And I'm like, I can't have them. I don't want to have them. Now I'm able. This is my favorite, the peach.
Isn't
fantastic.
it so good? They're all so vibrant. Every single one of these. I put these in my kids' lunch boxes because I'm also trying to watch their sugar intake too, and I feel really comfortable and confident when I put this in their bag their lunchbox, because I'm putting 3 grams of sugar and they're happy. This is like a kid's dream. They don't know the difference between this candy and other candies. They're happy because they got delicious candy.
Exactly. They don't need to know either, but you're making the right decisions for them. And they're growing up with those right decisions. That's a thing. Sometimes a lot of us did not grow up because we didn't really know the dangers or the problems of sugar in our day.
Information age, I love it, right?
Exactly. Now we all know, and we're able to make smarter choices. And that's really what it's all about. We could still have real candy, but why not be able to have really delicious, juicy, chewy, fruity flavors?
I agree.
And not worry that much about, maybe have the sugar in your chocolate, for example, if you want that, right?
Yep.
But in this case, you're able to have these flavors and this experience, and not worry about the sugar. Also,
all of these different
we're
flavors,
getting
please.
all the flavors.
All the flavors, yep.
Check out of your cart. Try this. The price is beyond belief. $3 and change per bag.
Yeah. Like, so if you go to the store, you'll pay sometimes more than that for a candy bar.
Yeah.
I feel like with, prices today, but you don't have to feel guilty. You can take these anywhere. Talk about movie time. Talk about on a trip, long car ride, plane ride. Throw this in your bag, your snack, your kid's snack, your lunch, your kid's lunch, whatever it might be. Shameless Candies is that go-to that we keep going to all the time because they're delicious. They're toothy, right? So that's another thing. If you're eating these, you'll notice they do not stick to your teeth.
Not at all.
Right? Not at all, which I can't stand when I have it. At my age, I worry about my teeth, I have to take care of them. They're not gonna stick to your teeth. You won't worry about that. Full of plant-based fiber, 3 grams of sugar in the entire bag. I feel like this is just a win. That's why I say we win on numbers, we win on taste, we win on texture. That's why so many of the QVC customers are loving these
Customers
candies.
operated. That's all you need to know. Forget about what Serge is saying. Forget about what I'm saying. Go to QVC.com, read all of the reviews. That's your QVC family right there that goes back and says, yes, this is worth a 4.5 or a 5-star review, and you're able to check that out. The price is incredible. There's no auto delivery, so stock up on these because they go really quickly, and more just arrive. So that's the thing. When they sell out, then we have to wait for Shameless to be able to send us more. So take advantage now, try these. Perfect time too, because it's time for spring and summer. We do want to eat lighter. We want to maybe watch our waistline, and this is a great way to do it. Or in general, just watching our sugar intake.
And you don't want to sacrifice
the flavor.
Tasty, good candy. You shouldn't have to. In 25, when you have something like this, you shouldn't have to. Go for the best candy, the most flavors. Everybody's going to be happy, but you're going to be left with no shame. Peach, raspberry, blue raspberry, green apple blast, and that What's Up watermelon. You get all of those delicious flavor profiles that are gonna keep you coming back for more and more over and over again. Truly, it's all about the Shameless Candies in my house.
It's fantastic.
It is,
it's the first thing to go, right? The candy. Not anymore. Bring it back into your rotation. And enjoy it. But without the guilt and without the shame. So good. M133033 is the item number. Thank you, Serge.
Thank you so much. Enjoy it, everybody. I know you're going to love these.
I'm going to take a couple of these bags home. Thank you.
While you work, of course. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay, so